Hello. I'm glad I'm glad more people got the notification today. It seems as though lots of people didn't get it last time, so I was trying to hit, a different time of day so that people could actually join. Well, I'm going to post it to a couple of places here just to make sure that everybody can see it. In the meantime, please tell me where you're from so I can say hello. Canada, Peru, New Jersey, Mexico, London, Germany, Louisiana, California, Quebec. I know it's late for some people, but for others, it's a better time of day. So I want to make sure that everybody can join in. Okay, one last place I'm going to link. Okay, I think that's good. So, Linus is going to hang out in the chair beside me. You can't see it, it's too far. But yes, hello. I'm happy to take questions. Yes, my doggy's name is Linus. He's very sweet. He's tired. He's been playing all day. But yes, go ahead and ask me questions. I'll go through and try to see. The chat goes quite fast sometimes, so I can't answer everybody's questions, but I'll try my best. Bree, you know who did that. Rustin just asks, what's your favorite song? Like my favorite song, period? Because that's a tricky question. I'm not sure. I think my favorite song, period, might just be Zepside Zol by the Antwoord. It's like a short little interlude, but it's the best thing ever. How long do you have to wait for a new song? Actually, I've got so many songs that I'm sitting on at the moment. This summer I'm going to have a lot of stuff released. I've been working very hard to be prepared for Liquicity Festival. That's at the end of July. So Liquicity has me doing a lot of tracks for them so that I can perform those at the festival. And because of that, I've been very busy with deadlines and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, a lot of new music coming your way, even just DNB, not DNB, all kinds of stuff. So yes. With the artist that you have produced, which is your favorite? You're going to make me pick favorites. That's not very nice. But no, I mean, off the top of my head, the ones that I've been working with recently, I mean, I love working with Kuma. He's great. He's so fun to work with. He's one of those people who just understands what I mean when I say like I want something a certain style, or you know, it's very easy to work with him, and he's funny and nice. So uh, love working with Kuma. Who else? I mean, Ramses I've been working with for years, and he's also super duper nice and always gets the mix right for song and everything. So thank you so much. Yeah, I think I figured out how to work Super Chat. At least for me, I activated it. So for me, there's a little like dollar thing at the bottom. Does that show up for you guys too? Because last time it didn't work. Yeah, it's there. Okay. Uh, will you ever release on Monstercat again? Yeah, I've actually I've got one in the works. I can't really talk about it yet, but I do have something in the works for Monstercat this year. Spacewalk. Yeah, I really like that one too. Uh, really chill. I mean, it's Ramses. It's gonna be good, right? I don't. Thank you so much, Ashley. Oh, merci. T'es super sweet. Thank you, people. Banter, cash. That's so sweet. Will my new song be closer to Go Back Home, or hold on? What? My favorite song by you is Majesty, but I also really enjoy Go Back Home. What song would you say your new music will be closest to, if either? Uh, um, that that's a funny question. I mean, okay, well, Go Back Home is kind of like chill D&D. Majesty is like, I don't even know how to. Is Majesty D&D too? Kind of. It's like orchestral D&D. But the new music is closer to Go Back Home for sure. What do you do to warm up before recording? Well, for me personally, I do a lot of like la 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 la. You know, I just go up and down, back down, and then I do la 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 la. La 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 la. You know, I try to just go like as high as I can go, and then as low as I can go, just to kind of warm up the range. But then I usually sing some songs that are kind of difficult to sing for me, and yeah, like I sing so like I've said in my Discord before, that one of my favorite warm up songs is "No Air" by Jordan Sparks. I don't know why. I think it's just really like challenging for me to sing personally, so I kind of just gravitate towards doing that. You know, like got me out here in the water so deep. Tell me how you gonna live without me. When you ain't here, I just can't breathe. There's no air, no air. If the dollar sign is not working for you, it means that Super Chat is not yet supported in your area. It's a new thing. Like I'm sure that it will be eventually, but uh, yeah, that's why it doesn't work. But if you would like to financially support me still, the best way to do that is through my Patreon. And here's the link for that. I'm also going to link my Discord because it's really fun for all of us um, to enjoy chatting on Discord together. That's kind of where like I'm the most active. Um, Copy. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm the most active. I'm there at least once a day, just to say kind of hi. Um, oops. Ah, Brianking new mod. I don't know what that does, but there you go. Yeah, yay. Hi, Abby. Good to see you. Will you be doing any more vocal work for more hardstyle? I don't know if I've ever done hardstyle. It's not really a genre that appeals to me for singing. Uh, generally there's like one melodic breakdown, but aside from that, it's kind of like not too melodic. So I don't really like the just juxtaposition. I also don't get very many submissions that are hardstyle. Hmm. I don't think Pitch is here. Thank you. Is he? Pitch. Ah, Pitch, I found you. There we go. Pitch is the admin for my whole Discord. Hirosa says, "How do you rap? I'm trying to rap. I suck at it. So do you have any tips?" Um, I'm also trying my best to become better at rapping. Oh, thank you so much. Good to see it, Daedric Princess. Um, yeah, I too am trying to challenge myself to rap more. I feel like it's very difficult for me because it's very different than writing just normal lyrics. A rap song for me will take much longer, maybe triple the time that a normal one would take. As far as tips go, for me personally, I find that getting kind of a rhythm going first instead of trying to do lyrics first, that always helps me. But that's how I do all of my writing. So, try to just kind of mumble over the track and see if you find a rhythm that you like and then write words to that rhythm. Um, Christian asked, "Hi Vila, will there be any more reading like Lovecraft in the Bath?" Yes, I've been really wanting to do more Lovecraft in the Bath lately. I've been trying to get as much music done as possible. I've been really in a music crunch, which is good. Like I love being busy with music, but I've been in a music crunch for the last few months, trying to finish things before Liquidity Festival. I'm performing in Amsterdam with Liquidity at the end of July, so I'm still trying to get as much music as possible released before then. Then I can do like fun things like No Ma'am and Lovecraft in the Bath and those kinds of things. Thanks for asking. Mafi says, "Vila, would you say that your most popular track is Vagrant? And if so, what are the chances of a follow up? Some of the vocal aspects in that were truly incredible." Okay, so there is a follow up to Vagrant. It's called Static, and it's the continuation of that story. So you can find Static on my YouTube channel. But Vagrant is not my most popular song. My most popular song would be Let It Be by Blackmail. It actually just hit 15 million not too long ago. And after that, probably Ghost with Maduk. That one got huge. So, yeah. But if you like the story for Vagrant, the continuation is Static. Sorry, I'm just. The chat is going very fast. Okay, DB Knight says, "Hey Vila, I'm curious how much music theory and technical music knowledge you say you would know. I know some singers who don't know the technical side but are amazing at singing." Uh, oh, thanks. Thanks, Brie. I appreciate that. um, but as far as technical knowledge and music theory, I cannot sight read. Like it takes me a while to decipher uh, notes and everything like that. So, like if you gave me a sheet of music, I would not be able to perform it for you right away. But I did take piano lesson for a long time, so I understand how notes work. I did, lots of musical theory and stuff like that. So I understand how it all works. But for me, it is not practiced. So for me to write out like with music notes one of my piano songs, it would take me forever. Like it would be impossible. But I know where all the notes are on the keyboard and stuff, and I know how music notes work. And so, you know, I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not a virtuoso as far as technical music is concerned, but I still can keep up when I need to. Austin, oh, it sounds like my roommate is home. Hello, I'm just doing a live chat. That's okay. Uh, so, yeah, where is Zelda? I'm from Canada. Okay, Austin says, "Do you prefer YouTube over Twitch streaming? Are you just switching it up?" I feel like I have more of an audience on YouTube already. So the amount of viewers that I'm able to access this way is much greater. So I've tried doing Twitch. It's not quite the same. I don't get as many people just because most of my listeners are based like in YouTube. So for them to just kind of like already be subscribed to me and being able to click on the live thing, I feel like it's easier for them. I might be wrong, but so far I've had a lot of success with this. Uh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Oui, je peux parler français. I don't know why everybody asks me that every time. Kathy asked, "What do you like the most about interacting with your audience and fans?" You don't have to be super quiet. It's okay. Uh, well, for people who are on the internet like me, who do like stuff like that, it can be. I hesitate to say isolating, but it's kind of like it almost feels like the interactions that I have with people online aren't very real. Like I comment with people and that's really wonderful. But when I actually get to talk to people kind of in real time, that's really great. And it kind of adds a whole new layer to what I do, right? Like it's one thing to just kind of put music out there and get comment and read them later, but to be able to talk to people and see that my songs have actually impacted somebody is so great. So I really enjoy that. Plus, I made a lot of good friends through my Discord. I'm there every day, so we talk about all kinds of stuff, and we've we've gotten very close. So, uh, and I'm really really grateful for that. Oh, thank you, Skull. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like that's the thing. A lot of people are saying YouTube is easier because you don't have Twitch or whatever. I feel like the people who have a Twitch are different than the people who have a YouTube already, who subscribe to me because of my music. So if I were to only do lives on Twitch, I think it would kind of confuse people a little bit, because I'm not gaming based. I don't know. have not tried LSD. Oh, I hope you enjoy your new headphones. Bio! Oh my goodness! Hello! You've shown yourself. You hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings. Dila, do you have any stickers on your store? I do. I do. My web store is this. I can show you right now. Okay, here's the link for that. I got stickers there. Um, yeah, I hope you see me as art in person. Nesher Kim says, is it a bad thing to be longing for a follow-up to an apology? Even though some of the aspects of the song bugs me to no end, the excessive use of vocoder in particular, I still listen to it daily. Well, I didn't use vocoder in that song. I used autotune, and that's what's bothering you. I We were kind of on the fence about keeping that part in because I loved it so much. Because that song is very like piano-y, right? And Let Me Know was like, yeah, I don't know, like, do you want to keep that in there? Because I used it as a stylistic choice. And I was like, yes. So that's why we did. But yeah, so I don't care what you say. I like that autotune part. Um, thank you. Whitepad says, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. Hey, Vila, how can you tell whether or not the song you've written is any good? Not that I've ever heard a bad song from you. That's actually a very good question. Um, I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of backed up with the questions. The chat is going quite fast, but that's a good question. And you know, cultivating taste is 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 something that you do over time, right? So a lot of people who are kind of starting out, they ask me, okay, Vila, like what should I do? I've got a couple of songs, like how do I get people to listen to my music? And I said, well, how many songs have you made? And if it's only one or two, if it's anything under 25, you have not made enough songs yet to really know like what your taste is, what your sound is, you know. So I always tell them just go back, make 25 songs, and once you've done that, come back to me and let's see how much you've grown, right? So I've done a lot of music. I've done, a couple hundred songs so far. And through that time, looking back on my songs, I know what I'd like and what I don't like, and what the listeners liked as well. And, you know, for the couple of hundred songs that I've released, there's another couple hundred that never saw the light of day. So as an artist, it's really important to know how to edit your own work, right? When something's just not working, you have to move on. And that's how you stay productive. James asked, what's a genre you want to work with but find difficult? Um, I'd say I struggle with anything like even close to metal. Even anything like rock, like actual rock, I find challenging. So that's something that I should probably work on. For second Shiki ask, what song is the most fun for you to sing? Probably Ask for Help, or yeah, probably Ask for Help. I'm from Canada, and my day was good, thanks. I spent it with my puppy. Um, Megan asks, beside Overwatch, are there any other video games you like to play when you aren't making hot beats? Yes, I enjoy Overwatch to play kind of like as an everyday kind of thing, but I also enjoy other games. Uh, I like The Sims. I like Don't Starve. I like PUBG. Uh, I like Putt Putt. I like Nancy Drew. Um, what else? I have Mario Odyssey, and I like to play that too. uh, thank you so much, Hector Alcaraz. Hola, mi cumpleaños es en enero. I'm glad you like Raccoon City. I like that one too. Uh, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with all the questions. Are we getting digital angel poster for any new posters? I'm not sure. I maybe we'll see. Will you perform Exit Festival? I have not been invited, so I guess not. Send dog pics. Planning on getting better gear to do these. My quality isn't the best. Eh, maybe. We'll see. Madison asked, did you do music before YouTube? I love you so much. That's very sweet. I love you so much. Um, well, I did. I mean, I've been doing music since I was young. So before I put anything on YouTube, I was still experimenting with, like I said, my style and kind of what I wanted to do. Like I feel like I still quite haven't figured out exactly what my sound is or anything. I think it's always changing. So yes, but the answer is yes. Were you at a dark place in your life when you made the songs with Joe and Ian Mannix? It was such a different type of music than you normally do. No, we were just we were all experimenting ourselves. I mean, we kind of just did what we thought was fun. Where's the best place to download your music? Usually by the links in the description of my YouTube videos. And if not, then Spotify streaming is what supports me the best. Kathy asks which songs that you have produced that you actually dislike. Um, I release very few that I actually dislike, and I'm not going to reveal which ones those are because I feel like if I said, "Man, I hate that song," it would hurt the feelings of somebody who really liked it, you know. So that's why I never answer that question. People, when people ask, "What song do you most dislike of your whole catalog?" and I don't answer because I want everybody to enjoy the songs. Okay, Bio asks more serious question. As an aspiring music producer, should I jump on Spotify or stick to YouTube SoundCloud? I don't have any fans if that specifies. I would say they're not mutually exclusive. Like, um, I would say all three is a good place. Like if you're just starting out and you don't have any listeners yet that are kind of like loyal to your fans or whatever, it's really important to just be consistent. So the more stuff you release, the more people will know that they can come to you for music, right? Now, as far as Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud is kind of like a good place where people discover each other. YouTube is also very good for just kind of like having your stuff up where, like a central location for people to listen to your music, but it's not really a place where people will find you. Like, I find that YouTube is so saturated that it's not really a place where people can find you anymore. So for that, I think Spotify is really wonderful, because with Spotify, uh, you can sometimes get put into playlists with other songs similar to yours, and you get a lot of new listeners that way. So don't underestimate Spotify; it's very important. DistroKid is my favorite distributor to go to Spotify. Although Spotify has done their own little distributing thing, I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure how it works. Graham T says, "Hi, nice seeing you. Did you start your career out on YouTube, and what other platforms boosted your career?" I think that YouTube was kind of the biggest one that really made like a huge difference. Um, because back when I started doing YouTube, like 2010-ish, it wasn't quite as saturated as it is now. So smaller creators like myself were able to kind of be discovered and listened to by people who were just browsing. And now that's not quite the same. So I think that for me, that was sort of the big one for people to find me. But doing collaborations with other people really helped as well, because we were able to kind of like cross promote our listeners. And then from there, doing, I guess that helped me for a really long time. But Spotify has been a big help, and also Patreon, as far as making things financially viable, because that's so important, for us, because it's really hard to maintain uh, doing songs like constantly, if you're not able to financially take the time to do so. And this is my Patreon. For those of you who do want to support me financially, that's the best way, because it gives me a reliable source of income. So, okay, let's keep going. I'm going to zoom to the front because I want to reply a little bit quicker. So if you said a question and I zoomed over it, just feel free to ask it again. Daysbreaker, since you mentioned DistroKid, maybe you should post your affiliate link for those who want to sign up. Affiliate link? Really? Is that a thing? Let's find out. Yeah, DistroKid has been great. I love it so much because it allows you to to make teams, and so when you're collaborating with people, they do the finances for you yourself. Uh, themselves. So it's really important. Uh, oh, look at that! There is a referral program for DistroKid. Cool. Okay, well here's my DistroKid referral link. So if you want to join DistroKid, which I super duper ultra recommend, that's my link. I will get a little boost in my sales if you do. Okay, thanks for the tokens, Ava. I appreciate that. When's the next Lovecraft in the Bath? Soon, this summer, I promise. Potent, thank you so much. Just wanted to let you know that your music is a huge inspiration, and I've named a character in my book after you. My goodness, you need to send it to my email, contactvila@gmail.com. Love what you do. Been a long time fan since 2011. Wow, I say it's been that long, huh? Man, time is flying, you guys. Yeah, that's so super cool. You should tell me about your book in an email. Yeah, I know. I'm in that streaming mood this week. Austin says, I don't know how you feel about industry as questions, but do you have management? I do not. And that's been an active decision this whole time to not have management. I do everything myself. And whether or not that has helped or hindered me, it's kind of up to it's anybody's guess. I just like to do everything myself as much as I possibly can. Now, it's not like I'm a huge ultra name superstar or anything, and if I was, I probably would need management. But since I always try to think about like what's the Antwerp doing, right? They've kept independent this whole time. They hire their own people, and they're not part of like a big label or whatever. They do their own thing, and that's kind of how I want to do it. So if I ever did blow up and become ultra famous, I would keep it all in house. Ah, thanks, Bio. I appreciate that. Uh, yeah, DistroKid is the real deal. They're super easy to use and really, really like well, easy. I mean, they're easy and they don't take that big of a cut. Bio, did you just call me a big dork? You better see me as art in person. That Anne says, "Are you planning meetups in Europe?" And no, this time I'm not. I'm kind of going in and out this time, unfortunately. Kyan says, "Are you working on anything new yet?" That was so shady. Yo, fuck you. Mono Jurask. Hey Vila, here's a question. Do you come up with all your cover shots and styles yourself for each song, or do you take inspiration from other people? No, it's all me that does that stuff. And I usually take the photo by myself too. Aw, you're welcome, Austin. Andrew says, what makes you so passionate about making music? It's always just been something I need to do. Like, I can't not. So, um, I feel like it's really important to keep making art and keep expressing yourself no matter what you're going through. So for me, it's kind of like a meditative thing, but it's also really fun. Oh, thank you, Skull. I appreciate that so much. That's really, really sweet. Thank you. I'm going to be at Electricity Fest. Yes. No, I'll be staying the day at Electricity Festival. I'll be there for the whole day so we can hang out, dance. I want to see other performers as well and take pictures and hang out with listeners too. RB says, "Hey Vila, I think you should marry Maduk." Do you? Doesn't Adobe sponsor Vila? Just because I have an addiction doesn't mean they're supporting it. You say making art, and I think of the glue that holds us all together. Yeah, he really is. I mean, Kyan. Yeah, no, I know. Um, I've got a lot of new songs coming out, so please don't worry. Trust me. This summer is going to be like, bah. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. Arthur, if you do have some dark D&B, send it my way, please. I'm pretty backed up right now, though. um, can you make another vocal sample pack? Um, you know, I've thought about it. Me and the people at Black Octopus Sound that have been thinking about it, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to have too many vocal samples out on the market. That's kind of how I feel. But I still quite haven't made my decision yet. We'll see. Andrew Garcia says, "How did you first get involved in the music industry?" Well, I was actually a DJ first, and you can see some old videos of that on my YouTube way in the back. But I really loved it, but I didn't feel fulfilled, and I started learning production on FL. Uh, the my colleagues who were DJing as well, some of them were producers. They'd say, "Hey, I heard you could sing. Do you want to sing on my track?" The first person was JFI. The song "Hard Lock." With him, he was one of my colleagues in my town, and we just from there, other people heard my voice and were asking. So then I became a vocalist primarily, and produced my own things as well. So yeah. Arshan says, "I'd like to another song like Forever Blue, the acoustic guitar and your vocals." Yeah, I know. I love that song too. But it's very rare that I get instrumentals like that. So that one was very special. Interested in a collaboration with The Lifted. I don't know what that is. If it's a band, I'll have to look into it because I'm not sure. Uh, but we'll see. Yeah, a free a cappella might be a good thing. I do have a couple of those on my SoundCloud. I've got one I did a cover of Fight for You, Morgan Page, Lissy. So I've got a couple of those on my SoundCloud, but that would be a good idea to do another one of those. That's kind of a good middle ground. Warren, here's a token of my appreciation. All these great music. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. That's very sweet. Uh, Chris says, "Hey Vila, glad to see you streaming. Huge fan of yours and genuinely love all the work you do. Thank you so much. One of my favorite songs of yours was Fluid, so you mean Subsurface. And I was wondering what was the inspiration behind it. Well, that one was about being stuck in an abusive relationship and kind of seeing a light at the end of the tunnel." Oh, your pitch deleted your message. You're being bad. Yes, natural. Thank you, Neon. Kate says, "Have you always wanted to do music? What would you be doing if you weren't singing?" Uh, I've always wanted to do music. So that's always kind of just been, I've had tunnel vision about that. Now, if I couldn't sing next day or if I couldn't do music for whatever reason, I'd be really happy doing other things too. I find lots of joy in other stuff. I would open a dog rescue, become a gardener. Like, I have a lot of interest and find joy in lots of other things in my life too. Do you meditate? Asks TJ. I actually don't. Um, I did in the past, and I feel like the the benefit that I got from meditation, I feel like I get more from doing creative things. So if I'm being creative, I feel like I'm still gaining those benefits of self-reflection, of clearing my mind, of doing that kind of thing. So I think that meditation is certainly a good thing to do, but I don't personally. Now I just wanted to do the links some more. This is my Patreon, and that's the best place to support me. Now, this is my Instagram, because there's a lot. Everybody's like, "What, you had an Instagram last time?" And I do, and that's it there. Okay. Thanks, Megan. I'm Canadian. Liza asked, do you still do visual art? I do, but I don't make that public. What inspired your recent song Hybrid? The lyrics are fantastic. Um, some personal things, but also just kind of like the general idea of um, parents with men. Wow, thank you. What currency is RUB? Russian. Cool. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, hybrid. I wanted to kind of talk about the general idea where people, uh, parents who have mental health struggle, and I feel like I haven't really heard that much music about it. Did you ask, is your music discography an accurate reflection of yourself? I think that whether we like it or not, artists are kind of always reflecting themselves in their works, whether subconsciously or not. So it probably reveals more about me than I know. Um, yeah, I do more collab with AK, of course. Will you smoke weed now that it's legal in Canada? It's 420 every day, bro. Enya asked, do you have an official music producer or do you organize and pick your own gigs? Um, I get submissions. So I get submissions from people in my email. You're right. Eminem does write about that a lot. You're absolutely right. I do get a lot of I get submissions, and then I choose which submissions I like. So I usually decide. I always decide who I want to work with. Nobody forces me to work with anyone. Neon Foxy asked you, how do you deal with struggles in life? Any advice you have? My advice is that you choose your own attitude, and you are responsible for how you act and how you perceive things and your outlook on life. That's your responsibility. And that other people's opinions of you are none of your business, as RuPaul says. Dacebreaker says, how long does it take for you to finish a song from start to finish when you're producing it? Um, when I'm producing the instrumental, it can take me quite a while. And I would say a month because I like to kind of sit on it. I'm very slow at production, music production. That's something that I would like to work on more as I grow up. Don't work on slow production, it's good for your music. I don't know what you mean. I I am still on Twitch, but I don't stream video game as much. So yeah, I don't know. I think for actual like live chat, YouTube live makes more sense for me in particular. Uh Thank you, Retcon. I really appreciate that. I'm Canadian. Do you have someone who mixes and masters your songs? I do not. We do that kind of on a case by case basis. So, with the producer that I work with, like if it's kind of more of less established producer, we will usually just like I'll do the master, the mix and master myself. But if it's kind of like if it's a big name like Ramses or whatever, he will master the track himself. So we don't like outsource that, if that's what you mean. Okay, Shell asked, would you ever do a Canadian tour? I'm in Alberta and would love to see if you did a tour. I'm not planning a Canadian tour just because it's not financially, it wouldn't make sense financially for me. I think that my listeners overestimate the amount of fans that I have. And so like I can't pack a room, especially in the Americas. So when I do live, when I like perform live or do live show, it makes much more sense for me to do a tour in Europe because my music is more popular there. So that's just the way it is right now, but it might change in the future. Non, je joue pas seulement à Overwatch. Je fais d'autres, je fais d'autres jeux aussi. Mais d'habitude, je joue Overwatch. Ça fait que... Ouais. I would like to work with Cell Dweller, but I've never made that connection, so I speak French and English. Oh yeah, the mix and master on Icy Love EP. Yeah, that's all Tevlo. He's really, really good. Really good. Who do you main in Overwatch? Torbjorn. Arr! Armor over here. Dave says, due to other things taking up my life, I've not done anything creative in nearly 4 years. When I've sat down to create things, I have creative blocks. Any advice on how to get back into creative stuff? Well, my advice for that is do little tiny things every day. So set yourself kind of like make yourself a little creative space and force yourself to sit down for, start with 15 minutes every day and then move up to 30 minutes. And even if you're just sitting there, that time is devoted to working on whatever your creative thing is, right? So, for me, for example, if I'm sitting there and I'm just like not feeling creative, I'll sit there and I'll answer email. I'll sit there and I'll draw something to, from an idea for a song that I had. I'll write lyrics if I'm not feeling like recording, or I'll record if I don't have it in me to write lyrics, you know? So just don't try to do the whole thing in one go. Just do it in little pieces, because that's all you need. You know, most creative people, they're not creative the whole day. It's not like a 9 to 5. It's not the same thing. You know, usually you can only be creative for a couple of hours a day, but that's enough, you know. I'm glad you like my rapping. Yeah, Torb. It's better to be the hammer than the nail. Yeah, okay. Yeah, totally. That's good advice from Abby as well. Just do little stuff to stimulate your brain. Timbasi says, what if some game developer came to you and asked if you'd be willing to make an ending or credit song for it? Would you do it? Yes, in fact, I have a couple of commissions to do that this summer. That specific thing. So if you're interested in that, you should email me. Do you have a business email? Contactvilla@gmail.com. Putzka says, have you ever taken a long break or burnt out before? If so, how did you recover? Uh, I've done that a lot in the past, where I kind of do too much, burn out, whatever. So it's important for me personally to do a little bit every day, and not do like a whole ton and then just get completely sick of it, you know. So I feel more, uh, I feel far more productive when I do a couple of things each day. Just consistency. That's what's important for me. Robin says, I absolutely love the song Sculpture. I'm glad you like it. What inspired the song? The idea of becoming who you want by taking away parts of your personality instead of adding new things. And even going a little bit further and taking away, and how it can be dangerous to lean on others. In other words, taking away parts of them to make yourself complete. Yes, I'm going to do more Lovecraft in the Bath. Man, the crowd tonight loves Lovecraft in the Bath. That's good. Sorry, man. You need to cultivate some self discipline. Are you going to bring out more French songs? You know, for me, it's important for me to do the thing that's best for the instrumental. So for Fortuit, like it just felt like it needed to be French. I don't know why, but it did. So I'm sure other instrumentals will come along where I feel the same. Fortnite in the bath. The stream's been going for exactly 1 hour. Thank you. Hmm. I'm not interested in doing ASMR. Instead, I prefer to do my book reading, my Lovecraft stuff. Hmm. Well, I will not be singing for this stream, so I'm going to be signing off here in a minute. But I wanted to thank all of you for joining me tonight, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful night and a good day tomorrow. And I hope to speak to you guys again very soon. Abby, you have to sing Ocean Man as soon as I leave.